Ten.
Stand by to take studio.
8, 7, 6.
Stand by timer 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Good afternoon, MCHS. Welcome back to yet another season of MCTV News. I'm your host, Bradford Bullock.
And I'm Sliger. Today on our show, we will be getting to know more about our school's efforts to become paperless and our annual Meet the Staff barbecue that was recently held. But first, here's our top story.
Yet another new school year is upon us, and with that comes the excitement of seeing our friends and the school's fun events throughout the year. Sydney Jones brings us a look at what's in students' minds going into this year and what we can expect to see.
Schools across Alberta, including MCHS, have begun their year and students are flooding in. How much different is the 2017-18 year going to be from last year? MCHS students have some ideas.
I would like to see urban agriculture get broken into 10, 20, 30. Because I took urban agriculture last year and it was one of my favorite courses, but they told me I can't take it again this year because it was a one-time thing.
While students are hard at work on homework and class projects, they stay enthusiastic about their courses set later in the year.
But I'm excited for bio because there's lots of cool stuff like experiments that you do. And also I'm excited for chemistry.
MCTV stuff. Back at my old school, we didn't have like special cameras and stuff like this. So whenever there was like a school video, there'd be like, we'd have like one of the small cameras and then we'd have just the teacher edit. We didn't get to have like any part of it.
Students work hard all throughout the year and many believe that they should get a break. These breaks come in the form of big school events.
I'm looking forward to James and Giant Peach because I know for a fact probably a few of my friends are going to be in that play and they're going to like force me to watch it. So
Really excited for the WCC. It's always a great staple for our school and it really puts us on the map.
MCHS's Cap Locks will begin on Tuesday, October 3rd and go throughout the year on Tuesdays and Thursdays. For MCTV News, this is Sydney Jones reporting.
Welcome back. The weather over the last few days has been starting to cool down and remind us all of fall, to say the least.
That's right, Bradford. It's like we shouldn't even be at school right now. To see if our very rainy conditions continue into this weekend, MCTV meteorologist Will Doney.
Thank you, Eli. If we look over at the national forecast, in Whitehorse it is 13 degrees and partially cloudy, and in Yellowknife it's cloudy with 13 degrees. Vancouver is 22 degrees and Regina is 20, both of them being very sunny. And Iqaluit is a chance of rain and snow at 2 degrees. Winnipeg is 18 degrees and Toronto is 19, but both of them partially cloudy. Looking towards the east coast, we have St. John's at 18 degrees with a chance of rain, and Halifax with some possible thunderstorms and showers at 19 degrees. Looking at our Alberta forecast, we have High Level and Fort McMurray at 20 and 22 degrees, both partially cloudy. It's an overall very sunny day across the province, with Edmonton, Red Deer, and Grand Prairie coming in around the 22-23 mark. It's a very sunny day down in southern Alberta as well, with Banff at 22 and Medicine Hat at 25. Calgary is partially cloudy at 23 degrees, and Jasper is partially cloudy at 24. Now let's take a look at our current conditions. It is 18 degrees Celsius and partially cloudy, with the wind coming in from southeast at 14 kilometers an hour. It is relatively humid out there at 82%, and the sunset will be setting today at 7:18 p.m. On Friday, it is expected to be 22 degrees and partially cloudy, with 16 on Saturday and some light showers then. On Sunday and Monday, it's expected to be very rainy, being colder on Monday at 3 degrees. And Tuesday is expected to be partially cloudy at 5 degrees. A sunny day on Wednesday, perfect for a picnic at 8 degrees. And finally, on Thursday, it is 9 degrees and partially cloudy. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the weather update, William. After a commercial break, we will have a look at the sports from around the world over the last few days and a piece brought to you by myself about the Meet the Staff barbecue.
Over 4 million crashes are caused by distracted drivers in North America a year.
Drivers have less than half a second to react to a collision.
20 to 30% of accidents are caused by distracted drivers.
Distracted drivers are more likely to crash than attentive drivers.
Thumbs down to texting and driving. Don't do it.
Over the years, many companies try to sell you the pens you think you need. Pens with useless and overly complicated features, such as the ability to finish your homework for you, make you cooler, and even the ability to hack into the Pentagon. But here at Penco, we pride ourselves on our patented new age pens, with a 100% guarantee that the only thing this pen does is leak ink. Hey student.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Has this ever happened to you? Your teacher's about to give you all the answers in an upcoming test. But, aw man, you don't have a pen to write with.
All right, guys, bring out your pens. I'm going to give you the answers to tomorrow's quiz.
Oh no, only had a pen to write the stuff with.
Don't worry, Penco's got your back.
Oh wow. Wow, thanks, Pen. I can always rely on you.
For a limited time, you too can get a pen at a low price of $99.99. Call soon while supplies last. Ink not included.
Welcome back. William Doney is here to let us know about the latest in the NHL, MLB, CFL, and the NFL.
Thanks, Brad. Last night in the NHL preseason action continued as Edmonton took on the Carolina Hurricanes, crushing them 4-0. Toronto beat Montreal 4-2, while the Buffalo Sabres losing a nail-biter to Pittsburgh. And finally, Ottawa lost 5-3 to Winnipeg. In the world of baseball, the Indians beat the Twins 4-2, and Cincinnati blew out Milwaukee 6-0. Colorado cruised past Miami 15-9, and the Cubs picked up a win against St. Louis 5-1. This weekend in the CFL, we have 4 games on tap with the Rough Riders taking on the Red Blacks, along with the Alouettes battling the Stampeders. On Saturday, Toronto is playing Hamilton, and Winnipeg will take on Edmonton. In the NFL, Chicago will do battle against Green Bay as the Packers have a chance to take the series lead for the first time since 1932 in the NFL's largest rivalry. With the new school year starting and many new students arriving at the school, our reporter Eli Sliger covered the Meet the Staff barbecue that was recently held.
At MCHS a couple weeks ago, there was an event called Meet the Staff. Meet the Staff was a very good event for teachers to meet the students and students to meet the teachers. And for some of us, it was our first time being in a new school like this.
It looks like in the movies. It was a big American high school and it was very good. Yes, I like it.
This event was perfect for students to be able to talk to their teachers and to talk about what they feel is vital to make this school a better place.
Things I'd like to see the staff or teachers bring into the school is possibly to bring back the regular CAP sessions, how we have every day after the first block instead of the 40-minute sessions.
This event was a good opportunity for teachers to meet the students and for students to meet the teachers and for them to create bonds that they'll be able to hold for the next half of the school year.
I think it's always nice in a casual setting to just meet students before anything's really started, just to get a sense of personality, the fact that all teachers are available. This is who I am, face to the name, contact me. Looking forward to the semester. It's just a nice, casual, social way to meet a teacher.
For some teachers, this event was their opportunity to talk to the students about the school's attempt to become paperless and what they think are some good strategies that the school could use to make this possible.
I really like this event. Just as tonight, there's a big push right now that we have in a lot of our classes to move from using a lot of paper to going paperless, using more technology for our classes. Just talking to a few students and parents tonight, just having some dialogue about some of the good things about it and the bad things about it. And some of the parents and some of the students brought up some really interesting ideas on how we could do it to make it easier for them. As an example, some students that go for volleyball, they like to do their work in the car, but they don't have Wi-Fi access. It makes it a little bit tough. So just trying to find solutions to those kind of problems.
Many students have been going to MCHS for many years now, and it seems like the parents are just as happy as the students about this school as well.
So my daughter Daphne really likes the performing arts and musical theater, and we knew that MCHS had a good reputation for having a great program, and she was excited to try that, and as well as have French immersion available to her at MCHS.
It's great to see events like these to happen in our community. It really shows what kind of bond we have with our teachers and our students. From MCTV News, Eli Sliger reporting.
And now let's take a look at the daily announcements for the week of September the 28th. Attention from Block 1 classes, bring non-perishable food items in before next Friday as part of the school's Thanksgiving food drive. Let's beat last year's total of 520 pounds. A top class will win a prize. Orange Shirt Day is tomorrow. Simply wear an orange shirt to honor and remember the children who attended residential schools in our country. There will be a field trip to Nate for their annual open house on Friday, October the 13th. Bring your $10 fee and your permission form back to Student Services to secure your spot. See Mr. Maslick for more details. For these and all of the school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements in Block 2, logging onto the school's website at www.mchs.gsacre.ab.ca, following the school on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
MCHS is a very unique school and has many changes coming within the next 2 years. William Doney is bringing us a look at our school's attempt to become paperless in our classrooms with the teachers Mr. Darcy Owen in the changes for this school's studies social.
On a regular school year, many students would be preparing to pull out their textbooks and paper. But this year, students will be preparing to go paperless. We asked students what their thoughts were on this change to the school.
I think that the school going paperless is like a good step towards changing our ways. Like, I find that especially in school we use too much paper.
I support English and social studies going paperless, and even to a degree science, but in my mind math does need paper.
Mr. Owen, a teacher here at MCHS, shared what he thought were the hardest parts about becoming paperless and students transitioning into this new phase.
I think the steps that we're going to have to take is, number one, trying to find ways, and it's not going to be easy, but trying to find ways where students can have access to technology. That's going to be a process that's going to involve probably a little bit of money, perhaps from governments, maybe students having access to their own Chromebooks or their own electronic devices. But I think it's going to be worthwhile because I think a lot of students that are in high school, once they leave high school, a lot of their programming is done online at universities and colleges, so I think it's a necessary step forward.
The school plans on becoming paperless within the next 2 to 3 years. For MCTV News, William Doney reporting.
And that's a wrap from our first broadcast of the season 24 here at MCTV News. Join us again on October the 5th when Sydney Jones brings us a look at the nomination day for the upcoming municipal election in Legal. Jordan Ingram Harvey interviews director Vanessa King about the recent tryouts for this year's Christmas play, James and the Giant Peach, and Jaden Pichet talks to Coach Terry Maslick about the MCHS cross-country running team. All this plus sports and your 7-day weather forecast from here at MCTV News on October the 5th. So you got any cool plans for this weekend?
Not really right now. There's weekends coming up and I'm going to my friend's paintball party. How about you?
I just need to work the next 3 days and through the weekend, so that's going to be fun.
Hustling every day, hey?
From all of us here at MCTV News, I'm Brad Bullock.
And I'm Eli Sliger. Thanks for tuning in.